Now that moment, that's real true gratitude. Not the kind you write on the planner and forget about. I'm talking about that quiet, real kind that sneaks up on you and softens you. The kind that reminds you that there's still beauty after the storm. Look, gratitude isn't about ignoring pain or pretending that life is perfect. It's about finding something real to hold on to even when everything around you feels like it's falling apart. Welcome to Win-Win with Gwen, hosted by Gwendolyn Shores, author, inspirational speaker, transformational coach, and CEO of Minds Above Matters. This is the podcast where your dreams ignite, limits shatter, and action leads to the life that you deserve. Your breakthrough starts now. Listen, welcome back to Win-Win with Gwen. Today, we're talking about gratitude, but not just saying thank you like we're automatically taught to do without meaning behind it. I'm talking about the deep, healing, life-changing, mind-shifting kind of gratitude. And by the end of this episode, you're going to know how to actually build gratitude practices that work. I'm going to share a story that's going to move your soul about how one woman found peace again after a devastating loss, all through the power of gratitude. And I'm going to break down exactly how gratitude rewires your brain, lowers stress, and actually helps your body heal. Yeah, and there's science that backs this up. So stick with me because this episode is going to be full of healing and breakthroughs. Let's get started. Have you ever had one of those moments where life just slows down for a second? Like maybe you're washing dishes and the sunlight hits your face just right and you think about all you've been through and you notice that you're still standing and you say, thank you, God. At that moment, that's gratitude. I'm not talking about the kind you write down on a planner and forget about. I'm talking about that quiet, real kind that sneaks up on you and softens your heart. The kind that reminds you that there's still beauty after the storm. Look, gratitude isn't about ignoring pain or pretending that life is perfect. It's about finding something real to hold on to. Even after everything around you feels like it's falling apart, you still have gratitude. That's power. To have gratitude in the midst of obstacles. Woo! Look, let me share a story about a young lady named Lainey I coach. Her son was involved in a car accident. He was here today and gone the next, and it shattered her life. She said she couldn't eat, she couldn't sleep, she couldn't even breathe without breaking down. And one morning she walked into her backyard just to escape the silence of her house, and a beautiful yellow butterfly actually landed in her hand. And at that moment, for the first time in weeks, she said she smiled. She started crying, but guess what? It wasn't from the pain this time, it was from something else. She whispered, thank you, God, for allowing me to have loved him, even though it still hurts at the moment. And that was her turning point. She found gratitude. And from that day forward, she started writing down one thing, just one thing she was grateful for each morning. Some days it was that beautiful butterfly, and others it was the fact that she could now brush her teeth without crying. She was able to breathe again. She started to feel herself coming back. See, gratitude is not about taking away the pain. It's about giving you permission to live again. And that's what happens when you have gratitude. You begin to live again, letting go of the past pains and obstacles. Gratitude isn't just about emotional, though. It's about the physical, too, because when you practice gratitude, really sit in it and feel it, your brain actually starts to change. Your body does, too. For real, look, let me tell you something. You get more dopamine and serotonin, which are your feel-good chemicals. Those are like your brain's natural antidepressants. And guess what else? Your cortisol, that's your stress hormone. It goes down. That means your anxiety decreases and your body relaxes and woosa! You start sleeping better. You get less chronic pain. Your immune system gets stronger. It's like your body says, ooh, we're safe now. Okay, cool. Let's heal. So when I say gratitude is a game changer, I mean it literally changes the game inside your brain and in your body. You feel better, you think clearer, you stop spiraling out with negative thoughts. Now, it's not magic, but it's a practice that works. So let me share with you the practice of gratitude. I call this method G.R.O.W, guys. I call it G.R.O.W, G-R-O.W, and it's simple. This is what you do. The G, you ground yourself every morning. Pick one word or a phrase that you're grateful for, like maybe the word peace or protection. Or the fact that you're thankful for your voice like I am. And then you settle in that moment. Then you repeat that. That's the R. Repeat it. Say those words and phrases to yourself 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and before you go to bed for 4 straight days. Then there's the O. I want you to observe. Pay attention to how your mood shifts, how your energy feels. Journal it, because that's the next thing. I want you to write it down. That's the W. Write it down. Visualize it. Write that word down somewhere that you'll see it, and close your eyes. Picture what it looks like, feels like, smells like, to actually have that thing in your life. The more you can feel it, the more your brain will believe it's already yours. Now, don't worry about switching up every week. If that same word is still speaking to you next week, repeat it. Because this is how you retrain your brain to hold on to good and not grief. You're creating a new norm for yourself. Gratitude doesn't deny the storm, sweetheart. It teaches you how to dance in the rain. Woo, gratitude is so powerful. All right, so here's a challenge for you this week. I don't want you to just write down a list of things that you're grateful for. I want you to live it. Pick your word, repeat it 3 times a day, write it down, visualize it, observe your shift, and repeat the process. You're literally rewiring your mind and giving your spirit room to breathe again, because your gratitude becomes your rhythm, joy becomes your response, and peace becomes your baseline. Listen, you got to do the work. I say it all the time. You've got to do the work, but you don't have to do it alone, baby. I see you. I love you, and I honor you for showing up for yourself today. Now, before you go, make sure you hit that like, follow, and subscribe so you'll never miss another episode of Win with Gwen. And hey, check out my website. The link is in the description. You can grab my book, Get Beat to Get Better, and read more about how to turn your pain into purpose. Until next time, stay grounded, and remember, your next breakthrough, it might just start with a whisper that says, thank you, because thank you is powerful when you say it with meaning. And I know the next time that you express your gratitude, you're going to do so with meaning, because guess what? It's always a win-win with Gwen. And now you know how to use gratitude the proper way and how to build upon it. Now take those lessons and don't be a gatekeeper. Share it with someone. And remember, I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.